water in this natural hot tub reaches 104 degrees, providing much-needed respite from the winter chill. But not all monkeys are allowed in. Macaques have an intensely hierarchical structure. They live in groups ruled by a dominant female and male. The alpha male won't let just anyone into his thermal paradise. Entry is for approved members only. He favors high-ranking females and the young. The rest are locked out in the cold. One unvetted monkey tried to make fun of bathing. He's taught a brutal lesson in hot tub etiquette. With the intruder gone, the macaques get back to relaxing by the pool. Regions with active volcanoes usually make life impossible for most animals. Yet without the volcanic waters of Jacocadani, these monkeys could not survive this harsh environment. Thank you for joining us on our quest to discover life on the edge in the most extreme places on Earth. While others might not dare to venture into these uncompromising locales, the animals who live here have adapted to make them home for themselves and their families. We'll see you next time for another adventure on Earth Odyssey.
This symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational.
Hi there, I'm Dylan Dreyer. We're about to get up close and personal with the wildest and weirdest creatures on the planet, right here on Earth Odyssey. Today, we're traversing the globe to find the most unique and oddly awesome animals around. Like this African icon who knows how to thrive when the land is bone dry. Later, we'll meet some lizard locals that love to tuck into toxic fruit. And for this young bachelor, love is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. But first, we venture down to the water's edge where a reptile foot race is about to start. Get ready for adventure.
There's some of the animals, lions, leopards, Cape buffalo, rhinoceros, and elephants. Other animals that have their same names and names. So the leopard tortoise, buffalo weaver, antlion, rhinoceros, beetle, and the elephant shark.
That's really cool. This kind of seems like a harsh place for really any animal, but for something so small, how does it thrive in the savannah?
So she's about 6 years old. So when she's full size, she'll be about 30 or 40 pounds. I'm a lot bigger than this, so that obviously is helpful. But then just the toughness of their shell, and then these tough scutes on the front of their legs. When she pulls inside that shell, she's got great protection from predators.
And camouflage too.
And camouflage, yeah. So she blends in perfectly with the dry grass savanna. Makes it very hard to see her.
Dr. White, thank you so much. No one enjoys the wild's wet weather like a leopard tortoise. So called because of the markings on its shell. It's a large herbivorous tortoise. At the adult stage, it can measure up to 2 feet long and weigh almost 50 pounds. The young are much smaller, so we'll put it down to the volley of youth as these 3 individuals suddenly set off on a sort of mad dash. They may just be 2 young males rushing in pursuit of a female, but whatever the motivation, the race is on. The rain brings revival in the wild. Greenness and light flow back to the land. The blacksmith plover has to adapt to the whims of his brood. This little one would like to take shelter, but the place is already taken and no one is moving over to make room. For the rejected little plover, the solution will come quite simply when it stops raining. Nature usually provides enough resources to resolve, to a lesser or greater extent, most nutritional issues. The real problem is when the water disappears. Even birds adapted to the arid conditions, like the secretary bird, need to drink regularly. Without losing concentration because of the crowd, this great raptor quenches its thirst with elegance and impeccable technique. Bend and stretch. On one hand, there are lots of birds around the pond. On the other, there are lots of fish trapped in the lake that's now reduced to the size of a large puddle. The only remaining fish are large ones, the others having been eaten by the fishing birds. The last survivors often weigh several pounds, which leaves the heron with a problem. Their eyes are bigger than their stomachs. However, for every water-waiting inhabitant of the savannah, a bounty of food is never something to complain about. But that doesn't mean this giraffe can't enjoy a good chew toy. And these camo critters are born to blend in. Plus, a swamp-side soiree is the perfect place to find a mate when Earth Odyssey returns.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Some bad luck, bud.
Yeah, feel better on the current.
Good thing the general gives you a break when you need it. Yeah, with flexible payouts, you can keep you covered. So today, if you're lucky, ready for a great low rate, go with the general.
People say Analon X is the perfect band. Tough, triple thickness Italian titanium plasma non-stick surface. Analon X is the only band that keeps oil resistant. Capped and seared tech surface. Analon X sears like cast iron. Ultra thick base leaves heat like cast iron for great even sear. It's hard to place carefully constructed pieces. Analon X, the most advanced, safe, non-stick cookware.
Meet Earth Freeze, a revolutionary laundry detergent that magically dissolves in wash. There's no reason to plastic jug, and it's water-free because you already have it water. Just throw a pre-measured sheet into any washing machine, watch it dissolve in hot or cold water, and your laundry comes out fresh and clean every time. Join the millions of Americans who switch to Earth Freeze and stop buying wasteful plastic jugs that just end up in a landfill. The future of laundry detergent is here. Learn more at footbreeze.com.
As we uncover stories of athletes who are defying the odds and demonstrating the power of sports.
Sundays on Earth. We'll now return to our show.
Inquisitive and opportunistic, baboons are always captivating to observe. This troop has their interest and appetite piqued by some animal-like shells on this tree trunk. These are exuvia, the shed skin left behind by insects when they have finished their transformation. From the shape of these dry membranes, you can't easily identify what animal was inside. Cicadas, although they are clear and virtually intact. It all began in the soil at the foot of the trunk. After several years of life as larvae, the pupae came out of the earth and set off to conquer the tree. The aim of this life in the open air is to go through one last metamorphosis. It just has to leave its shell to change into a cicada and start singing. During the dry season, drought has made life difficult for the animals who are in search of food and water. Each animal makes do as best it can. These warthogs use their snout as a shovel. They dig in the sand of the river and eventually find something to drink. This baboon has decided to eat an old bit of cactus. It's tough and completely dried out, but it's better than nothing. You have to make do with what you can get. The drought leads to many other strange behaviors. This giraffe hasn't turned carnivorous. Yet we can't ignore the fact that it is actually chewing on a bone. It found the bone on the ground, and it's all that remains of a long-past animal. This behavior is only to be seen at the height of the dry season, when the giraffe is suffering from lack of nutrition. It can no longer find the calcium and phosphorus that it needs in the foliage that so it chews on bones until the nutrients they contain pass into the saliva. The danger is that the giraffe could swallow a long bit of bone that could injure it. But dexterous use of its almost 2-foot-long tongue makes sure that it regurgitates any dangerous bits in time. When resources are scarce, odd but effective measures must be taken. When we come back, we'll meet an incognito island inhabitant and check out the dating scene for this amphibian. But first, we're headed to Brookfield Zoo for wildlife AZ. Even among the most unusual animals, there are still a rare few that stand out from the rest. None more so than the pangolin, or rare and fascinating animal of equatorial Africa. But being one of a kind can sometimes be a disadvantage in the wild. Pangolins are now endangered due to illegal poaching. Thankfully, organizations like Brookfield Zoo are leading the charge in pangolin conservation, research, and species rehabilitation. They have become globally recognized in pangolin health, reproduction, and nutrition, all while fostering the successful arrival of new generations. With their drive and action, conservation programs can help revive the population of this rare beauty in the wild. Stay tuned, Earth Odyssey will be right back after this.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Pet owners know the struggle. Your best bud can track dirt, mud, sand, and all sorts of other gunk indoors. But now there's a simple solution that won't have you scrambling for the mop and bucket. It's Muddy Mat, the pet-perfect anti-mud mat that keeps your dog's paws so clean it's like you're wiping them at the door. Muddy Mat service is designed with thousands of advanced ultra-soft microfibers that are 5 times more absorbent than ordinary floor mats, trapping dirt and water, perfectly protecting the floor underneath, leaving your floors clean and dry. Its durable super grip underside means Muddy Mat stays put, even when your pal is tearing around. Perfect for any floor surface. Slip Muddy Mat under your pal's food dish to absorb runaway crumbs and water, or use it in the bathroom as a home base for drying off. Muddy Mat can even be a perfect addition to catch spills in the kitchen. Once Muddy Mat has trapped all the mess, just toss it in the washing machine. It's machine washable and dryable. So easy.
I love the Muddy Mat. There's no mud or dirt on the floor or on Piper's paws. It's on the Muddy Mat.
My mom used to make me clean up after it. And now I don't need to.
Being able to keep that mop and bucket put away is a lifesaver.
Muddy Mat is a simple anti-mud mat that also stops dirt, grass, sand, and more at the door. Stop wasting money on those ordinary mats. Super absorbent and built to last, Muddy Mat lets you spend less time mopping and more time romping with your four-legged friend. Reduce the mess caused by your pet and get the easy solution to keeping any of your floors clean and dry. Call or go online to order your revolutionary Muddy Mat right away. Through this exclusive introductory offer, we're giving a massive discount. See how you can pay as low as only $19.99. Order right now.
Pay as low as $19.99 for your Muddy Mat. Go to mymuddymat.com or call 800-761-5403. That's 800-761-5403. Call now.
Return to our show.
Adaptability is without question one of the most impressive traits of animals everywhere. It's also what creates such rich diversity within the animal kingdom. Even living in the same environment, new species arise that are specifically suited to climate or resource changes, new predator threats, or even human encroachment. Adaptability not only creates a better chance of survival, but can reveal some truly unique iterations of wild creatures. These Caribbean shores are home to many species unique in the world. Endemism is very common here. The islands have created reservoirs of biodiversity isolated in time and space. This has allowed a number of species to diversify. Some of these West Indian islands are home to indigenous species of reptiles, the lesser Antillean fauna. The youngest ones, born just a few weeks ago, are perfectly camouflaged amongst the leaves. Their new green skin blends in perfectly with the foliage of the manchineel tree. This highly toxic tree is common throughout the Caribbean. Iguanas have an immunity to all of its toxins, but if the slightest contact with its leaves would cause a It's blistering. What effect would eating its fruit have? The first European colonists who disembarked here paid for that answer with their lives. So, these beach apples are solely reserved for the iguanas. Has sufficiently warmed their cold-blooded bodies, and it's time for them to go about their second task of the day, feeding themselves. These herbivores favor shrubs, but they will eat on the ground if it's open. They just need to crawl to gather food. For now, but young pretenders are becoming increasingly bold. In order to maintain their seniority, the dominant males have to be persuasive. A flick of the head allows it to display its dewlap like a standard. And when intimidation no longer works, then things have to escalate. Which male will earn the right to mate. Loser leaves the arena, giving way to the victor and the next generation. These swamp dwellers are looking for a kiss from the perfect princess. This and so much more coming up on Earth Odyssey.
We'll be right back after this message. This is Poof, the most powerful pet odor eliminator in the world.
Seriously?
It's safe for people, pets, and the planet. What's this? Oh, that's pure ammonia. Just gotta poof it. Check this out.
Wow, I don't smell anything. Literally nothing.
That's because there's nothing to smell. Poof! It's a commercial grade formula. A no nonsense, no fragrance, odor eliminator. A formula used in the country's largest municipal waste companies to eliminate organic odors and make entire communities more livable. Yet it meets the most stringent safety standards. Pet odor, poof it, urine, woof, feces, woof, vomit, litter box smell, plus the odor of the pet. Wet dog, woof, eye odor, woof, ear odor, woof, face odor, woof, stinky skin folds, any organic odor, even skunk odor. Ugh. Once spread, it goes away. Good smell.
Wow.
Generic sprays only cover up and reduce odor. I smell like poop and flowers now. Poof works instantly. It dismantles odor on a molecular level. It literally takes stink out of the equation. Powerful enough to eliminate skunk odor and a stink in artificial turf and garbage cans. Yet safe enough to use on pet toys, their beds, even on them. So why waste money on any product that doesn't totally eliminate the stink? Come out, get a 32-ounce bottle of Poof for just $24.95 and get free shipping. Not guarantee you'll never use anything else again. Plus, get a free sample of Poof Laundry Odor Eliminator. Just one wash removes the toughest odors from your laundry and your washer. Get Poof on Amazon, Poof.com, Chewy.com, and select Walmart store. If it's got Poof, it stinks.
Some bad luck, Brian.
Yeah, I think I'm late on my car insurance.
Good thing the General gives you a break when you need it.
Yeah, with flexible payment options to keep you covered. So today is your lucky day.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
The dreams of tomorrow are being accomplished by real-life superheroes today. Women whose achievements
in science, technology, engineering, and math are shaping our future. But how many of them do you know? That's why we started the If Then initiative to create a culture where these industry leaders are household names, inspiring young women to solve our greatest global challenges. Because if we support a woman in STEM, then she can change the world. Visit ifthenSheCan.org to learn more.
We now return to our show.
Of Africa, the sounds of the hippos mix with the strange song of one of the most amazingly odd amphibians in the world, the bullfrog. Just after the heavy rains, the bullfrogs, who spent all the dry season in their burrows, have rushed to the pond to reproduce. The males, who can weigh more than 3 pounds, are much bigger than their partners. The strongest ones, the dominant males, have the greatest success with the females. Competition is fierce as the males display a very aggressive sense of territory. They continually try to chase away their rivals and aren't afraid to play a little rough. The bullfrogs aren't the only animals fighting for their place. This pair of fish eagles is being harassed by some plovers because they have settled, without realizing it, near where the plovers have laid their eggs. In this situation, ignorance is most certainly not bliss. Not all animals stand out for their fighting skills. Some are more well known for their unique style. The wattled blackwing proudly displays its long wattles. The African comb duck does the same with the impressive growth it has on its beak. While others stand out for their unexpectedly nasty behavior. In the nests, hatchlings are taking center stage. Some of the young are already attempting to fly. Unlike most birds in the nest, these precocious chicks are oddly rough with their loving parents. You can see straight away that the young are not gentle when their parents come back with some fish. You can't imagine just how far the competitive spirit can go. Luckily, there are more tender moments in nature, even with species where you wouldn't expect it. These two slugs, slowly embracing like there's no tomorrow, are preparing for their offspring. These slugs have both male and female reproductive organs and have to mix up their secretions as much as possible to fertilize. As the watering holes are now full again, the hippos are much more relaxed. This one clearly likes to play, which is rare for hippos. These animals tend to be quite irritable. He's playing with a branch and enjoying the sun, while he has one of Africa's best baths all to himself. The wild is bursting with odd and fascinating creatures that have taken individuality to the extreme. Yet their unexpected characteristics are what give these one-of-a-kind animals the ability to thrive where most others could not. Life in the wild is always full of surprises, and the animal kingdom is a testament to how doing things differently can be the best chance for success. We're so glad you could join us, and we'll see you next time on Earth Odyssey.
VITA. The most beautiful, mesmerizing way to reduce stress, anxiety, and